Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the new lesson, which is divisibility and the prime factorization. Okay, first we need to know what does mean divisibility. Divisibility means when you divide two numbers there will be no remainder. Okay, for example, these is the divisibility rules for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, each number has different divisibility rules. These tables no need to memorize, just understand it. How do you know the number is divisible or not? Okay, let's see what does mean divisibility. When we divide two numbers there will be no remainder. Okay, let's say 108. How do you know 108 is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10? Okay, one by one. Let's start from 2. Okay, 2. How do you know 108 is divisible by 2? Look at the last digits. Okay, if the last digit is even, what are the even numbers? 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. This one is 8, is even, so that's why it's divisible by 2. Okay, 3. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, what does it mean? It means when you plus the digits, the answer is 9. Can we divide by 3? Yes, so it is divisible. Okay, for 4, the last two digits, it should be divisible by 4. It means 0, 8. 0, 8, the last digit is, it's gonna be, if you're gonna take the last digit, it's gonna be 0, 8. How can we say 0, 8? No, we're gonna say 8. 8 divided by 4, can we? Yes, it is divisible. For 5, if the last digit is 0 or 5, we're gonna say it is divisible. The last digit is not 0 or 5, so that's why it's not divisible by 5. 6. How do you know 108 is divisible by 6? If the number is divisible by 2 and 3. 2 and 3, okay? Both of them. So, as we can see, this number 108 is divisible by 2 and 3, so that's why it is divisible by 6. Okay, I will explain this one 8 later. Let me explain 9 and 10. 9. How do you know a number is divisible by 9? The sum is 9 and 3 is the same. Plus the digits, 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9. 9, can we divide by 9? Yes, so it is divisible. For 10, if the last digit is 0, that means the number is divisible by 10. As we can see, the last digit is 8, which is not 0, so that's why it's not divisible by 10. For 8, the last 3 digits, take the last 3 digits. It's already 3 digits, 108. 108 divided by 8. Okay, 108 divided by 8. How many 8 in 10? 1. 1 times 8 is 8. 2. Bring it down 8. So it's going to be 20. How many 8 in 28? 3. Because 4 is going to be 32. 24. 4. As we can see, there is a remainder. We say that how do you know number is divisible? If there will be no remainder. Okay, there is a remainder, so that's why it's not divisible by 8. This one is the explanation of the whole table about the divisibility rules for each number. No need to memorize, just understand it. Okay, now we have to study prime numbers. Prime numbers. We have two types of the number: prime numbers and composed number. Composed numbers. Okay, prime numbers and the composed number. Prime number is a whole number that is greater than 1. This is the definition. A prime number is a whole number that is greater than 1 and it has only 2 factors. 2 factor, okay? So the prime number, it has only how many factors? 2 factors. Okay? Example: 5, 2, 3, 5, 7. These are is the prime number. Why 2 is the prime number? Because only 1 times 2 is 2. How many factors do you have in for the prime numbers? 2. 1 and itself. Why 3 is the prime number? Only 1 times 3 is 3, right? 5. Why 5 is prime? Only 1 times 5 is 5. It means 2 factor. 1, 2. 1 and itself. 1 and itself. 1, 2. What does mean factor? Factor, when you multiply 2 or more numbers together, the numbers is called the factors. Let's say factor. What does mean factor? When you multiply 2 times, let's say 4 times 3. Is called factors. Okay? It's called factors. When you multiply 2 or more numbers, these numbers is called factors. Let's say 3. How many factors do we have? 2. 1, 2. 1 and itself. Okay? Let's say 19. Is it prime number? Yes. Only 1 times 19 is equal to 19. 2 factor. 1 and itself. There's no more factors. Okay? Composite number is the number that has more than 2 factors. It has more than 2 factors. Okay? Let's say 12. 12. Why 12 is the composite number? Because 1 times 12 is 12, 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12. How many factors do we have? More than 2 factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? What is the difference between the composite and the prime numbers? The composite number, it has more than 2 factors. Okay? But the prime numbers, it has only 2 factors. 1 and itself. Okay. We need to know the prime numbers and the composite numbers because we need to know this one because we're gonna find the prime factorization for the numbers. Okay. Example, let's say how to find the prime factorization for the numbers. Let's say if the question say find the prime factorization of, let's say, 54, right? Find the prime factorization of 54. What does mean prime factorization? It means the list of the prime numbers, okay? It means the prime factors. It means the list of the prime factors. Okay, so we're gonna use the 3 factor 54. This way is called the 3 factor, okay? Using the 3 factor to find the prime factorization. So choose any 2 numbers. What do we do? For each line, write down 1 factor. 1 factor, 2 factor. What number multiplied by what number is 54? 9 times 6, right? 9 times 6 is 54. Check these 2 numbers, these 2 factors. 9, is it prime? No, it's not. If it is prime, leave the prime number. But 9 is not the prime, so that's why we're going to say 3 times 3. Right? 3 and 3 is the prime. No need to say 1 times 3 is 3 because it's already the prime numbers. We got the prime numbers. You have to continue this step, by using the 3 factor, continue till you will get only the prime numbers are left. Okay? Look at this one. 6 is not the prime. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, just circle the prime numbers. So 3 times 3 times 2 times 3. This one is called prime factorization. factorization. What are the prime factorization of 54? 3 times 3 times 2 times 3. Okay? One more, let's say 64. 64. How to find the prime factorization of 64? We can say choose any two numbers. Any. Okay? Choose any two numbers. Let's say 8 times 8. We know 8 times 8 is 64, but check these two numbers. 8, is it prime number? No. If it is not the prime number, you have to use the 3 factor. I mean, keep going till you will get the prime numbers. 2 times 4. 2 is the prime, but leave the prime, but 4 is not composite number. Again, 2 times 2. Okay? 8 is gonna be 2 times 4, and 4 is the prime number. 2 times 2. Now these are is the prime numbers. 2, right, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we have this number. These numbers are the prime numbers, so prime factors. So now we can write what number is repeated in here. If the question say write in exponent form. 2, how many times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So 6 the power of 2. Okay? Also we can write this one in exponent form as well. Let's say we can write 3 is repeated. 1, 2, 3. Third the power of 3 times 2. Okay? This one is about the prime factorization. If we have the big numbers, let's say like I mean 200, 156, 156. As we know, 156 is the big number. But how can we choose the two numbers, two factors for this one? Two factors. We studied the divisibility rules in here, so that's why it will be very easy to find to choose the two factors. Okay. Look at the last digits. Is even number. We say that if it is even, it is divisible by 2. So 2 times what number is 156. So if you don't know, you can use your mental math to find the answer. How? 156 divided by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 56 is gonna be 28, right? 28. A half of 56 is 28. It's gonna be 16. 78. 78. Let's divide it. 156 divided by 2. How many between 15? Let's say 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 1. 16 is 4. How many between 16? 8. 8 times 2, 16. 0, 0. Okay. How many? It's gonna be 78. We divided 156 by 2. The answer is 78. Now, 78 is the even number. We can choose 2 because we can see the even numbers in the last digits. Okay, now divided by 2. 78 divided by 2. How many between 7? 3. 3 times 2, 6. 1. 18. How many between 18? 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 0, 0. 39. Okay? 39. Listen, check the last digit. Is it 2? No. Is it even numbers? So that's why we cannot choose 2. Choose any two numbers. Let's say 3 plus the digits for the divisibility rule for 3. 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 can be divided by 3, yes. So 3 times what number is 39? 13, right? Now 13 is the prime number because only 1 times 13 is 13. Prime number. 2 times 2 times 3 times 13. So we can write second the power of 2 times 3 times 13. This one is called prime factorization by using the three factors. Okay, that's it.